This is a fine romance.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Oh, it's a sort of initiative test. Yeah, where's Charlie?
He's out on a job.
Oh, it's typical. Just when I need him, he's out working.
I've made some tea.
Oh, it's a better idea altogether.
Tired?
A little bit.
Hungry?
Yes, I am, actually.
Ta-da! Not that hungry.
Well, no, they're getting better all the time, your cakes. All the time, really.
Does it go on a bit?
A bit.
I could be sent to prison for experimenting on you like this. Mike, there's a course I'd like to go on.
Well, you don't have to go on a course. I'm not really that fond of cake, anyway.
Oh, not a cookery course. Well, it's a seminar, really, for efficiency principles in stock control. And it's international, and they need interpreters, and they've offered me a job.
Where is it?
Worthing. It'd mean the weekend away, but the money's good. What do you think?
Oh, you don't have to ask my permission.
I'm not asking your permission, I'm asking you what you think.
Well, if the money's good.
You don't want me to go, do you?
Oh, it's up to you.
I don't have to go.
All right, then, don't go.
I knew you didn't want me to.
I said it's up to you.
All right, I'll go then.
Fine.
Fine. More tea?
Yes, please. Mostly blokes, I suppose, at this seminar. Eh?
Mostly. I can't see efficiency principles in stock control fascinating a lot of women.
Why don't I come with you? I could do with a few days off work.
But I'd be working during the day.
Well, I could bring my bucket and spade.
It's pebbles at Worthing.
All right, then, just my bucket. I can collect pebbles.
But I wouldn't want you to be bored.
You don't want me to go, do you?
I do! I do! I think it's a lovely idea. I've been on this type of thing before, and I've never had company.
You did when you went to Brussels. There was that Ben.
Oh, yes. But that was before we,
Yes, I know.
That was a shambles.
Well, it won't be this... It won't be this time because you'll have Mr. Smooth along.
What on earth was that?
Mr. Smooth's mower has just fallen off 2 bales of peat. Good afternoon, sir. Madam, do you have any luggage? Yes, it's in the back.
Excuse me, sir. This.
Yes?
The car park is at the rear of the hotel.
Good. You'd stick it round there for me, would you?
You have to get in the passenger side and climb across. So watch your head. Mike. When I made the reservation, I thought, well, we're Mr. and Mrs. Selway.
Why?
Well,
Oh, yes. Probably just as well.
Afternoon, madam.
afternoon.
Sir?
Good afternoon. We have a reservation, Mr. and Mrs.
Selway.
Selway.
Yes, if you care to register. Pen?
Yeah. Oh,
Room 504. May I ask if either or both of you are here for the seminar?
Oh, yes, I am, actually.
Ah, then we have a lapel badge and itinerary for you. Selway, Selway.
I might be in there as Laura Dalton, actually.
Laura Dalton.
Yes.
I see.
It's a name I use sometimes. It's a professional name.
Yes, of course. There we are, Mrs. Selway. Laura Dalton. Thank you.
Just a minute.
All right, what was all that about?
What?
All this.
Oh, well, he obviously knew.
I'm well aware that he obviously knew. I just don't enjoy all that male sniggery stuff, that's all.
Oh, I thought he was rather discreet.
You, I mean.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you've got to feel so aggrieved about. You're the one who's here working. So what does that make me? A bit of fun for the weekend? I'm the one they'll be sniggering at. I'm the one they'll whisper about.
Fool.
Oh. Shall I slip into something comfortable?
I'd sooner you turn that music off.
Oh, right.
Mike, are you sure you're not going to be bored? It's a pretty intensive schedule, you see. All day tomorrow, half a day Sunday.
Oh, you don't have to eat with them, do you?
Oh, no.
Well, then, we'll see one another for meals, in the evenings, nights.
You're making me sound like a dirty weekend.
Well, it doesn't have to be entirely clean, does it?
I'm glad you came.
Come in.
Yes, sir. You rang for service, sir?
No.
Are you sure, sir?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I did ring.
Is there something I can get you, sir?
Well, yes, I don't suppose you could get a really good bottle of champagne at this time of the afternoon, could you?
Certainly, sir.
You could have simply told him you pressed the wrong button.
Oh, we've already dropped one clanger. We don't want to get a reputation for it, do we?
I wonder how much a really good bottle of champagne costs.
I'll do something cheap tomorrow.
You may have to.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, sir. Did you enjoy the champagne yesterday?
Oh, yes, thanks very much.
What'll it be today, sir?
Half a bitter, please.
Same again, George.
Right, sir.
About 10 minutes, old man.
Sorry?
They break for lunch in about 10 minutes.
How did you know I was waiting?
Oh, experience. Veterans of 100 seminars, aren't we, Chris?
Scarred veterans.
Go and join us, too.
Yeah, well, yes, right, thanks. Mike's our way.
David Payne. Chris Grover.
Chris? Cheers.
Cheers.
Why do we do it?
Do what?
Let our wives talk us into coming to these things. They're the interpreters. It's their job. But we'll get bored when we're not working, they say. We'll have the evenings together, they say. And we fall for it. And here we sit, off-season ghosts, wishing we were stronger willed.
Did your wife wheedle?
Yeah, no, I volunteered.
You haven't been married long.
No.
Why do we do it?
Men of straw.
Mike volunteered.
Here they come.
Look here, why don't you and your wife join us for lunch? That's a good idea.
Perhaps some of your marital bliss might rub off.
Well, no, that's very kind, but we have to go somewhere. Out.
Will you stop bundling me about? I do not want to put my coat on, and I do not want to go out and eat.
The fresh air will do you good.
The fresh air will probably blow us into the sea. It's blowing a gale out there. What's so wrong with eating here?
It's very expensive.
My lunch is already paid for.
Well, I don't think the food's all that good.
You said breakfast was delicious.
That was breakfast. Doesn't mean to say they won't serve up an awful lunch. Now, come on, put your coat
No,
on.
I will not put my coat on.
Oh, what's the use?
Mike, what on earth's the matter?
Well, I got chatting to a couple of blokes down in a bar who are married to two of the interpreters here, and they somehow automatically assumed that I was married as well.
And you somehow didn't tell them otherwise.
Well, there's no sense in going around shouting it from the rooftops,
I
is there?
didn't mention rooftop.
Yeah, or I could go up and down the prom with the loudspeaker on top of the van.
Look, Mike, all I'm saying is that if the subject comes up, why pretend?
Ah, like you booking us in as Mr. and Mrs. Selway.
Well, that was different.
Ah, yes, I thought it might be.
No, well, I booked us in as Mr. and Mrs. Selway to avoid complications.
Yes, well, that's why I went along with these blokes, to avoid complications.
Which is why we're sitting up here instead of down in the dining room like normal people.
Whole thing's turning into a bit of a farce, isn't it? No?
What?
Well, the way things are shaping up, there ought to be a vicar or a French maid under the bed.
Oh, come on. I don't expect our exact relationship is vitally important to that number of people. Look, let's just have lunch up here. It's quite cosy, really. And from now on, we'll just tell the truth. How about that?
Yes. Why not?
A room service, please. Room service? This is Mr. Selway's mistress in room 504. Could we have lunch up here, please?
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Half a bitter, please.
Right, sir. For about half an hour if you're waiting for your lady, sir.
What's that supposed to mean?
The seminar, sir. The afternoon session's got about half an hour to go.
Not that. What's this your lady supposed to mean?
Just an expression.
Well, why use it on me?
I'm sorry, sir. I always say it.
Well, that's a damn silly thing to say.
I beg your pardon. I'll say wife in future, sir.
It's not really any of your business, is it?
Usual, George? Yes, sir. Hello, old man. Mind if we join you?
No. Please do. Sit down.
I've changed, sir.
Oh, right. Thanks. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It wasn't fair, really.
That's all right, sir.
What's all that about?
Oh, nothing, really.
Getting to you, is it? Well, as long as you don't start hallucinating.
Find anywhere decent open for lunch?
No, we had lunch in our room, actually.
Good Lord. Very romantic.
You don't write books like How to Keep Your Marriage Fresh, do you?
Laura and I aren't married.
Oh.
I should have told you that.
Jan and I aren't married either.
But you said...
I know. Non-conformists trying to conform.
What about you?
Me? Oh, yes, I'm married. I'm married, all right. Not to the girl I'm here with, though.
Excuse me. Have you seen my... Mr. Selway anywhere?
No, I'm sorry, madam, I haven't. I can find out for you.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
Excuse me, but I just heard you speaking.
Yes?
Your voice. It is the voice that has been speaking into my ear during the conference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a very attractive voice.
Oh, thank you.
Could I ask a small favor? Would you say peut-être for me?
What now?
Please?
Seems a bit silly. Peut-être. There, it's all right.
You know, I've imagined during these very boring speeches how your lips would form the word. They form it beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
Would you favor me further by saying produit?
Look, why have I been bothering to translate English into French for you? You speak English perfectly.
You know, these conferences can be so very tiresome. So I prefer to close my eyes and listen to the voice in my ear. To imagine the lips forming the words, the face encircling those lips, the body...
I don't think we should go on like this.
Oh, but why not, Miss...
Mrs. Dalton.
Miss Dalton. Mr. Selway's in the bar.
Can I help you?
Could you ask Mr. Selway to come over here, please?
Yes, of course.
And where is your Mr. Selway? Is he perhaps a phantom?
No, he is not a phantom. He is just coming, and he has a very nasty temper. Especially when he's smiling.
Well, the French have a word for this. Defeat.
Hello.
No?
Who's that?
Nobody? Just somebody who liked the way I said peut-être. That's all.
Peut-être. That's perhaps, isn't it? Perhaps to what?
I didn't say perhaps to anything.
Well, how is it he likes the way you say it, then?
I was just translating for him. There's no need to glare.
Well, who does he think he is?
Casanova.
And who does he think you are?
Your mistress.
He does he?
Well, I am.
Yes, I know, but I just don't like the word. Over there. They're mistresses.
I don't know whether to feel insulted or flattered.
Flattered, madam. That's how I'd feel.
Would you?
Yes.
There you are.
Would your lady like a drink, sir?
Yes. My lady would like a drink. Thank you.
Champagne?
Half a bitter.
They're the ones who said they were married. Do you know, I get the distinct impression that we're the only respectable couple around here. Well, almost.
Shall we go out to dinner tonight?
Well, The way I see it is this. We've already blown half of your pay on one bottle of good champagne. Why not let's blow the other half on another bottle and have dinner in our room?
Peut-être. Fine romance with no clinches. A fine romance with no clinches. They think we're like a couple of hot tomatoes, but we're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes. A fine romance with no wrestling. A fine romance with no nestling. We two are just as prickly as cactus plants. Love hasn't got a chance. This is a fine romance.